country are you from?
the UK.
Okay, we don't give a crap about your opinion and your reporting. Why don't you go back to your country where you have a major migrant problem?
Okay,
And you no. You should care about your own borders.
Do you care
no,
about
no, no.
American lives
No,
being put
no.
at risk?
Let me tell you something. Do you care about people from your country? What about all the women that are raped
Hey, I'm
by
gonna
migrants?
Do you
I'm
care
gonna-
No,
about
by
I
migrants.
wanna
No, do
hear
you
your
care?
answer to
Okay,
this.
you're
Do you,
done.
do you care about
not-
American lives
no.
being put at risk?
You know what? I don't
about
care. I don't.
service members fighting for your country.
I don't care about
And
your
vice
fake
president
news. Do you have a
and your
relevant
defense
question?
secretary.
Yeah, this is an American journalist. Thank you.
I'm an American, and I'd like to hear your answer to what she's asked.
I'm not answering her question because I don't care about her network. If you would like to ask, I can answer.
I don't have any concerns whatsoever about the complete disregard of operational security from the top level of this administration.
You want to know about complete disregard about operational security? You should talk about the Biden administration, how they ripped our borders open to terrorists, cartel, child sex trafficking, human trafficking, and drug trafficking across our borders for 4 years. The Trump administration is doing a great job, and I stand by their statements.
So you have
I
no-
stand
no
by their
comment
statements.
whatsoever about
My comment to you is I'm
comments.
thankful to President Trump that he is leading us out of wars, that he's ending the war in Ukraine, where American lives could have been killed if Joe Biden was still president today, whether he liked it or not. We're talking about NPR and PBS today. We're talking about fake news that was funded with federal funding from American taxpayers. That's what this is about today, not journalists from the UK that should care about their own.
journalist is
Yeah,
being vilified for exposing,
Care about your own fucking country.
in the way that your government.
Today's Sunday, March 30th, 2025. It's 10:10 in the morning. I'm here at work at Chick-fil-A. I'm watching some videos. The one that I just showed you right now. It's very upsetting to me because mostly because of the comments that I'm reading for a lot of Americans dissing Marjorie Taylor Greene because of how she reacted to this reporter. Before I go any further, I'm going to admit 100% yes, she was very rude. She was extremely rude, very dismissive, and on the surface it looks like, you know, she's the bad one because of how rude she's being. But when you understand, you know, where she's coming from, where the anger, where the frustration is coming from, which I do because I pay attention, it's not hard to cheer her on. It's actually very fulfilling and rejuvenating to see that, to see her just ripping into this British reporter, asking the same fucking question that the last 100 reporters before her asked from the legacy media, which is all revolved around this signal chat. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be very honest right now. I haven't fully delved deep into what exactly happened. I just know that there was a conversation where they were discussing generalities of war strategies that got leaked somehow. I didn't see anything especially damaging in what I did see. I mean, from my perspective, it's part of the rules of war to let the enemy know, you know, that there's going to be an attack that's going to take place. Well, I think it's mostly to do if you're going to do it in civilian areas, so you could let the civilians have time to get out. But this, I believe it had to do with the Houthi ships and all of that war that's been going on already. And so the argument they're coming from is, that they, from what I'm gathering, that they are leaking information to the attack, and it's putting our service members at risk because now they might know where we're at. And Marjorie Taylor brings up a good point about why didn't they care about the the service members from Afghanistan. You know, there wasn't as much coverage on that. Not even at the memorial service that they had for him, where Trump attended. Like, the legacy media didn't say anything about any of that. You know, but because they have a story right now that they have been able to captivate the disheartened left-wing people right now, because they've been very angry and upset over all the losses they've been taking, and they finally found something that's gotten them riled up again. So they're hammering down on this fucking stupid story that they're just trying to blow way out of proportion and make it a lot worse than it actually is. They just keep going with it, and they're hammering down, and they have these idiotic reporters like this British bitch who's just trying to ask the same question, trying to get Marjorie Taylor Greene to answer, to make her look bad and make it seem like she doesn't care about American lives, because she's not condemning this leak, you know, the way they want her to, because they're focused on other things. They're focused on things that are actually damaging to us, that have been. These are just what if this could have happened. Nobody even got fucking hurt because of this leak. Nothing happened. Nothing fucking happened other than it was leaked. And they're trying to make it like, oh, well, what if this could have happened? You know, they're just trying to hammer down on maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. I really, like I said, I haven't looked into it. Maybe it was a mistake, and they're just trying to hammer down on this mistake, this little mistake that nothing bad happened from, because they want just to make the other side look bad. They want to hammer down. They want to distract them from the real problems that they're trying to fix in our fucking country right now. And you know, Marjorie Taylor Greene said the truth, you know, that the Trump administration has saved American lives from the fentanyl crisis by taking down the cartels and ending all the control they've been having in different parts of the country, and getting fentanyl off the streets, because that is if it's the top thing that's killing Americans right now domestically. It's the top thing that's killing especially young Americans, you know, and they don't report on that. The legacy media doesn't report on that for shit, because they want our country to fail. They want our country to be doomed. They don't realize how many, or they don't care to point out how many American lives have been affected by this fentanyl crisis, and it's a fucking lot, dude, a lot. And you know, they're actually fighting that and coming up with solutions for that, you know. And maybe they're not perfect, you know. Nobody's perfect. They're doing things in the way that they know, with their business mindsets. And you know what, like kudos to them for even giving a shit enough to try. And I'm not gonna say that I agree with everything that's been going on, but I'm gonna still support the Trump administration 110,000%, because he's actually fighting for Americans. You know, they're actually sticking up for America, you know, in the way they know how, and they're taking care of the thing that Americans have been wanting our politicians and our leaders to take care of for a long fucking time. This drug cartel crisis, this criminal aspect that's just rampant in our fucking country, that they allow to bleed out from these protesters that are out here complaining about the Black Lives Matter and the transgender rights and all that shit, that get fucking crazy in their protesting. They're out there putting a stop to that too. And I'm glad, especially on the transgender issue. That's one thing where I'm gonna fucking hammer down all till my fucking death, dude. Till my fucking death. Because I know how fucked up that is. And I don't give a good goddamn who out there gets mad about what I say about that. You know, I've told my employers what I feel about that. Because it's wrong. It's fucking wrong. It's a sterilization agenda that they're trying to put on the American people to get our population down, to get us to sterilize ourselves, basically. And it's worked for a lot of people, and it's fucked up a lot of kids, a lot of young kids. And it's them who I stand up for. It's them who I'm gonna keep, you know, hammering down. I don't care who gets offended or what, you know, you feel like I really don't give a shit. Like, I don't. And I'm gonna stay that way for the rest of my fucking life.